What's up, guys? Welcome, Lauren Pritchard. Just wanted to do quick Psalm 91 against witchcraft. We end as we began. This is actually how I came back to Jesus. Before I was really saved in 2021, I had sort of like a dark awakening in, think, I think it was 2010, honestly, like that long ago. I had a dark awakening where I was like, my house was haunted. My apartment that I was living in was super haunted, I thought. And then I was so scared, I went and basically moved back in with my parents. And then, oh, don't you know, their house is haunted. And I didn't know what to do about it. I didn't know what to make of it. But there was one day where I was experiencing all this darkness, like severe depression, lots of nightmares, poltergeist type activity. I felt like I was being watched constantly. And actually, when I was a little kid, because you have amnesia around the age of like 6 and 7. Kids are very spiritual, and then they have amnesia around 6 and 7, and then they kind of like go to sleep again if their family isn't in the faith. And so when I was little, I actually thought I was being watched every single night. Every night around the same time, I would cry for my dad because I was like, I'm being watched. There's someone here. And then my dad made up that he had this fairy dust that makes them go away. And I believed it. And so therefore, it made the boogeyman go away. But when I was really little, I felt watched, and then I had this dark awakening where I was like thinking I was haunted, and it all happened when I went to a hotel. I was staying at a hotel in San Antonio. I was on a vacation with my childhood sweetheart at the time, and I experienced a haunting there, but I didn't have any faith. So when I came back to New York, this awakening had occurred, but I didn't have any faith. So therefore, I was basically like very vulnerable to spirits and activity and all this kind of stuff. And then thinking my apartment was haunted, and then thinking my parents' house was haunted. But it was one day I was in the shower, and we have a shower head that is like very sturdy. But I leaned down to shave my legs, and the shower head fell on me. Like it had been lifted off the hook and it fell on my back. And it was a very heavy shower head, handheld. And so, it was kind of alarming. So I picked it up and I put it back in the shower head, and I made sure it wasn't going to fall again. And I leaned back down and I continue shaving my legs, and it immediately falls on my back again. So I realize in this moment that something is wrong. Like something's really wrong here. Like I'm experiencing poltergeist and I need help. So I go into town. We have a mystic shop there, Magic Moon in Saratoga Springs. And there was actually a really well known psychic who was there that day, Teresa. So I went in like kind of like an emergency. My hair is still soaking wet. And I said, I need help because I am experiencing poltergeist and I don't know what to do. And she gave me black obsidian, she gave me selenite, and then she told me to get a prayer book and to read Psalm 91 every night before I went to bed because I was having such bad nightmares. So I read Psalm 91 every night before I went to bed, and then naturally everything stopped. All the haunting stopped, everything stopped. It all stopped. My depression was lifted. I was so depressed, I was experiencing hallucinations, like really bad hallucinations. Like I would see like a portal of like energy just swirling in the living room. And I asked my mom, I was like, Mom, how do you not see that? There's like a swirling portal. And my mom was like so disturbed and alarmed. She was like, I'm gonna have to research this. And she thought maybe I had like manic depression, bipolar. Like my depression was so bad I was hallucinating because it was something spiritual was happening. So and that was, before I went to see Teresa at Magic Moon. She gave me Psalm 91. So this is Psalm 91. This is a prayer against witchcraft. Whoso dwelleth under the defense of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say unto the Lord, Thou art my hope and my stronghold. My God, in him will I trust. For he shall deliver thee from the snare of the hunter and from the noisome pestilence. He shall defend thee under his wings, and thou shalt be safe under his feathers. His faithfulness and truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Thou shalt not be afraid for any terror by night, nor the arrow that flieth by day, for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor the sickness that destroys in noonday. 1,000 shall fall beside thee, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. Yeah, with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the ungodly. For thou, Lord, art my hope. Thou hast set thine house of defense very high. There shall no evil happen unto thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. For he shall give his angels charge over thee, and keep thee in all thy ways. They shall bear thee in their hands, that thou hurt not thy foot against a stone. Thou shalt go upon the lion and adder, the young lion and the dragon shalt thou tread under thy feet, because he hath set his love upon me. Therefore I will deliver him. I will set him up, because he hath known my name. He shall call upon me, and I will hear him. I will, when I am in trouble, I will deliver him and bring him to honor. With long life will I satisfy him and show him my salvation. This is my prayer book. And I had this open on my nightstand for so long. There's all these stains on it. And when I open it up, it goes right to Psalm 91, because this is what sat on my nightstand until I ended up moving to Texas. And moving to Texas really healed me too, big time. What's up, Brandon? He says your dad is wicked cute. Yeah, he's super funny. I would be his best bud. Yeah, my dad's a good friend. Showerhead like a serpent. Oh, Teresa lives near you? That's awesome. Dreams can be so real. Yeah, it's funny because I hear about these videos of people saying that they anticipate a flood and an earthquake. And it's when I hear other people say it that I remember I've had these dreams also recently of an earthquake. It's a good psalm to read every night before bed. The Psalms were written by King David. Oh, that is really cool, actually. I didn't know that. I did not know that. All right. Well, that's just it. Have a beautiful night. If you're in trouble, if you're in fear, read Psalm 91. If you have witches after you, these witches try to destroy our lives. They're really after our offspring, which is super annoying and weird. They're after the offspring of the peacemakers. It's like it's crazy. So they do not see victory, though. The victory is for God. All right. Well, have a beautiful night. I'll talk to you again really soon.